Hi guys, so I'm back here with my lovely sister Emmy.
Hi guys.
You might have seen her in my sister tag that I put up, and I brought her back today for a interesting video that we're going to do for you guys. Now, I actually work at a boutique where they sell ladies lingerie. We also sell jammies and other stuff too, so it's not as exciting as it sounds.
Yeah.
Or I mean, it's not as crazy.
Boutique.
It's a boutique. It's not as crazy as it sounds. Is what I'm trying to say. Not like a lingerie.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So part of what I actually do is measure ladies for bras. So I thought it would be a fun idea to help give at least some tips for anyone who's trying to go bra shopping and what you should be looking for when you're trying on bras. In case you're not going to a place where they actually measure you and help you see whether or not the bra's properly fitting. Alright, so my first tip in general is that you should definitely try to get fitted. I think it is really important to have someone, measure you, see kind of what your sizing is. I know a lot of us, especially me growing up, my bra size, I guesstimated based on what my mom thought that I was. So I pretty much wore that size pretty much my entire, high school, college years. And it fit pretty well, and thankfully I was apparently wearing the right size the entire time, but that's not always true. I think some ladies don't necessarily understand the concept of, bra sizing and how that necessarily works. So bra sizing can be different just depending on how that tends to work out between cups and bands. I'm going to talk more about that in the blog post that's going to be associated with this, along with some tips on how to care for your bra. This video is going to mainly focus on how it should be fitting, so what to be looking for when you're actually in the store trying things on. Alright, so as we are not girls gone wild, I'm using my lovely sister Emmy to be my model, but don't worry, no one's getting naked, we're doing it over our clothes. Obviously, when you go into a bra store, the most important thing to do when purchasing a new bra that you haven't tried before is to try it on. Because not every bra is going to fit the same, and that's particularly true if you're going between styles. So, for example, if you tend to go for full coverage bras, a demi is not going to fit the same way. Or, same thing with other, strapless, yada yada. You want to try them on if you can, so you can see how it fits your body shape. We're all different, we're all cut differently, so breast tissue is going to differ from girl to girl. And there are a couple of things that you look for. For one, there's about, I think, 3 different breast tissue types. So that's going to be full cup, teardrop, and then conical. So a full cup, that's usually going to be if you're rounded all around, so you're full at the top and at the bottom. Teardrop, you're usually full at the bottom, but kind of slope a little bit at the top. And then conical, obviously, a little bit cone-shaped. It's not as crazy as that sounds,
so funny.
But it's the truth. That's how the breast tissue is. Now, I'll talk probably more about that later, but right now we're going to get into the sizing. Alright, so we're going to put this bra on Emmy. That's so weird.
It was like, never put a bra on like that before.
I know, hold on.
I'm already wearing a bra under there.
I know, it's so funny. Now, obviously it's different because Emmy's actually wearing a bra, so we had to put my bra, which is a little bit bigger, to put on her. Alright, so when you go in to get measured for a bra or to try new bras on, there are a couple of different areas that you should check. The first place that you should look is obviously the band, how that fits. When the band properly fits you, you should be able to fit maybe 2 fingers in there. You don't want it to be super, super tight where you feel like, oh my gosh, if I breathe out, or breathe in, actually, if I breathe in, I'm going to probably pass out from how tight this is. That's way too tight. And if it starts to dig in on the sides way too much, that might be an indicator that the band size is a little bit off. But obviously, I always say that when you have a bra, if it's going to stretch out. So that's something to keep in mind when you wash them and wear them. They do stretch out, and if you get a band size that's way too big for you, it's you're not going to get that much use out of the bra. So keep that in mind. If you can go with a smaller band size that fits you comfortably, that's the best thing. But obviously, do what's comfortable. Another place that we obviously look is going to be right here on the breastbone. This should typically be right flat against your breastbone, this piece right here. But this will also depend on your breast tissue. If your breasts are too close together, sometimes that's not always true. But in general, we try to look for that to make sure that that is a proper fitting bra. Now, the biggest place that the most important place that I tend to look when I'm measuring someone for a bra is in the cup. So the cup, it's important to see how it's fitting. If it's starting to dig into the breast tissue, or what you'll get is the quadriboob, not pretty.
Ew.
You get the quadriboob, so it looks like it's definitely digging in. You should definitely try a bigger size. And then if you feel like you have a lot of extra space in here, kind of
yeah, like this,
like this, that's probably an indicator that one, maybe the cup size is a little too big, or two, maybe you just need to try a different style. This would be particularly true if you have kind of teardrop shaped breasts that are a little bit fuller at the bottom but not as much at the top. You would want to probably go for a demi cut. Alright, so another thing to kind of think about when you are being fit for bras is the straps. The straps really do make a difference. You obviously don't want them to be so tight that they're digging into your shoulders, but at the same time you don't want them so loose that they're not giving you the support. Also, adjusting the straps is really important because it is going to either make a difference here. So for example, if I said earlier that if it's digging in, sometimes if you loosen the strap just a little tiny bit, it will help to relieve it so it's not digging into the breast tissue. So definitely try that when you're trying them on. Okay, now we're going to take it off. Okay, so the last part that I wanted to talk about was the back. So for how you are supposed to hook your bra. Now, typically this will depend on, measuring and how people tend to measure. You might be in between like band sizes. That's all a whole other video. But typically when you do go for a new bra, and for the traditional kind of bras, they have like the three little fasteners right here. Not fasteners. They have the three little hooks right back here. What you want to sort of be able to do is to fasten it either on the middle or the loosest one. So not the very, very last one, if that makes sense. So the one furthest to the outside. This is so that you have room to go. Typically when you wear a bra, obviously it's going to wear out and stretch out. What you want to be able to do is move inward, so be able to make it tighter. Some people, there's the debate about whether or not that you should be measured to wear it on the loosest one or the middle one. That's all personal preference. The middle one they say because if you lose weight you have somewhere to go tighter, but if you gain weight you have somewhere to go looser. That's up to you, but typically for me, I like to make sure that I can wear it on the loosest one. That way, as the bra wears and stretches, I can actually go to the furthest one or the tightest hook. Alright, so basically that is pretty much all I am going to say about bras in this video. If you did find it interesting, I might write more about it because obviously I've been doing this for quite some time and I know a lot about different things that have to do with bras. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you to my lovely sister Emmy for helping me with the video and being my model. As always, like, comment, subscribe if you like these type of videos. I might do some more of them, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!